Welcome back, Kryptonians, to the Chart Experts continuing coverage of Bitcoin and the crypto charts. Okay, so just a quick update for you. So we saw our 48k target hit, and we were expecting a push through and a follow through through that 48k target. We have had some short-term volatility, and bearing in mind the circumstances following the ETF. Now, I did update my Patreon members in regard to the fact that I answered one of the questions on Patreon, and the question was posed in a bullish way, suggesting that the influx of capital due to the ETF would cause the price to accelerate rapidly. That was the presumption in the question. And my answer to that question was quite simply no, that's not how it works, because the big boys, the whales, the billionaires, they like to buy on a discount. Okay. Now, we don't know how they're going to manipulate the market, but my answer was basically that the market will be manipulated somehow in order to create that discount. Okay. Now, what we saw since January the 10th. January the 10th was right here, but I'm sure that those players were buying the Bitcoin and seeding their funds basically in preparation. Um, not so much officially seeding their funds, but certainly buying the Bitcoin prior to that. Okay, so it may have been that they were buying ever since the 5th of December. Okay, so around this period, and you saw this period of consolidation, and so then you saw the market basically move. Um, well, this was January the 10th, a wide-ranging candle. Then we saw the market move higher, and then we saw the market basically being manipulated down. Okay, now let's have a look at how it moved down, because this is very important in terms of our analysis. Okay, so after running 48k, after running our target, those market players, the big boys, and specifically I would point to Coinbase because they're the custodian in many instances. Okay, so they basically took out those sell stops. Let's just call that sell stop number one. Okay, and then it ran through sell stop number two. Okay, that was the prior day. So they've got two lots of sell stops whereby people who are bullish, who'd heard the news, and who'd purchased in anticipation, they'd set their sell stops there at 45.5 and also at 44.3, and also this lot of sell stops here. Okay, and this is why most experts do not trade volatile markets. Basically, specifically, you might be familiar with non-farm payroll. It's a market that introduces volatility. It's a period that introduces volatility. So that particular news event, but so we're just looking at all of these sell stops being run basically, and who's buying at the other end. It's most likely Coinbase or some other participant basically running these stops and feeding those ETFs who are very hungry for your Bitcoin they're feeding the ETFs by running the sell stops of the retail participants. Okay, so this is what we're seeing: four lots of sell stops being run, and then, well, we have to presume because it's gone down to this level here, there's no reason why we can't see a further run down. Okay, and there are these lots here. So if they are really desperate to basically get that Bitcoin, and they know that they can run these stops here, then we have to presume that lots 5, 6, and 7 are all under threat. Okay, so these are ones that have not been run so far, and let's just select these and change the color of them. Okay, let's change it to something like the deep blue sea, and we have to presume that these stops are under threat to be run. Okay, that's not to say that they have to be run, because if the whales were accumulating these positions here, um, and then they received the news, and then they'd basically finished accumulating, they might not run their own stops, of obviously, depending on who the participants are, who are basically causing this particular um, manipulation to occur. But they have run 4 lots of sell stops. There is a lot of liquidity under these levels here. Whether or not they run, well, let's leave that up to those particular institutions who are manipulating the market in this way. But it's quite interesting how they basically played the market, played the news, and after running those stops and maybe running these stops, they are likely to turn this market back higher. Okay, I hope this helps. If it does, please give the video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe. Hey, this is Asim at the Chart Experts, wishing you every success. Take care of yourself and your crypto. Till next time. Bye bye.